What is up, fam of Liberty, and also everyone else watching this video who isn't following our channel for some incomprehensible reason? It's your new best friend, Big Sarge, or the artist formerly known as Admin Tim. I'm the founder of the Sons of Liberty. If you saw us at a protest the other day for the first time and or you're new to our channel, I know what you might be thinking, so let me go ahead and get this out of the way. If you know the words, sing along. Fuck Donald Trump, fuck neo-Nazi sympathizer Elon Musk, fuck GOP politicians, and fuck the wealth-hoarding class that has its fucking boot on the neck of just about every American citizen. This channel and its comment sections are not a safe space for bootlicking simps for a convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, Wish.com fascist oligarch, failed insurrectionist, wannabe authoritarian tyrant, or his sugar daddy, the world's biggest supervillain man-child from South Africa who nobody fucking elected. And now you know where I stand on things. So if you're still here and you're not frantically rage typing into my comments box like a triggered snowflake trying to cope for fascists, then maybe you should consider following this channel after you watch the video. Or don't. I will be right here waiting for you. Up front, let me just go ahead and play the role of Captain Obvious for a second. We are less than 1 week into the inauguration of Vice President Donald Trump and his shadow puppet master, Elon Musk, a racist, illegal immigrant from apartheid-era South Africa who nobody fucking elected. We've already seen at least a dozen cities in the U.S. confirm ICE raids. Republicans are trying to get rid of term limits for presidents so that they can justify letting Donald Trump have a third term. I don't know what else to tell you, fam, but every day is going to be a shit show for the next 4 years, at least the next 4 years. We're going to wake up to some new fresh hellscape for at least 1,456 days. I gave you the amount in days because it underscores the length better than just saying 4 years. They're trying to wear you down and make you despair because they're afraid of you when you aren't paralyzed by that despair. Don't let these motherfuckers win. I know it's hard, but you need to channel that despair into rage. Get angry. Get fucking mad that they're trying to do this to you. Who the fuck do these motherfuckers without a mandate think that they are to fuck with you and your family and your people like this? Get mad. Fight back. Fight the power. Rise up. Throw a fist of defiance into the air. Set the example to people around you and resist. So an epidemic of bird flu has stricken quite a few of our avian friends, including at least one bald eagle. And I swear there's nothing that encapsulates America more right now than our national symbol dying of disease, whilst our government prepares to go dark on the subject because of how badly the fucking incompetent moron now in the White House handled it the last time that he was in. On the subject of the amount of times Trump's been in office, his bootlicking sycophants and toadies and cronies are trying to get rid of term limits for presidents so that he can serve a third term. Now, bear in mind that Trump knows that he lost the 2020 election. He's admitted it on camera, and we've seen corroborating testimony from people formerly in his inner circle that during the insurrection trial, Trump was aware that he had lost. Anyway, Sons of Liberty is going to be organizing a call to action, and by that, I need to caveat a non-violent call to action, since certain snowflakes are evidently triggered by this concept that we're somehow a paramilitary militia or some dumb shit that they made up. Anyway, stay tuned to the Sons of Liberty Discord because that's where we'll be organizing through a series of guided scripts for you to contact your elected officials. And on that note, let me just go ahead and explain the order of precedence when you're trying to reach out to your elected officials. You'll get exactly zero traction trying to contact your elected representatives for a response when you tag them on Facebook or reply to their Facebook page. You won't get a response on Twitter or Blue Sky. The single most effective method is to visit their office, whether it's their local office or their congressional office in DC. The next most effective method is to call them. Leave a voicemail if they don't answer, and make sure that you call during business hours. Every one of them has a local office in their home state, district, whatever, and then they have their congressional office as well. After that, writing a handwritten letter and sending it via snail mail. And then after that, send an email through their congressional website. Let me say that again to underscore the point. Visit their office, call their office, write a letter, send an email. Fuck social media. This is how you engage in the democratic process outside of the voting booth. This is the start of activism. These people are supposed to represent you, so make your feelings known. Now, when you talk to them, it's best to have a comprehensive understanding of a single issue and to work from a set of talking points. You want to clearly and concisely get to the point quickly. If you want to take up more of their time, then you want to invite them to, say, lunch, which involves you going down there in person. Maybe they fob you off on a staffer, and that's okay too. Staffers are usually underpaid, if they're paid at all. So earlier I mentioned bird flu, and that growing problem has impacted the price of eggs, which we all know was some bullshit talking point that we like to throw back in Republican faces, and justifiably so. But you know what else we want to start throwing back in their faces? Everything. And to do that, I want you to normalize saying, "Thanks, Trump." On social media, use hashtag "Thanks, Trump." Remember how MAGA used to say dumb shit like, "Thanks, Obama"? Well, this is their payback. Every time shit goes the least bit sideways, just reflexively say, "Thanks, Trump." I don't care if you knocked the salt over on the table accidentally. Thanks, Trump. Don't be shy about it either. And for added effect, when it's some socio-political or economic shit, throw in a "we told you so." Normalize that. Make it part of your daily vocabulary, your routine lexicon, if you will. And by the way, I'm not saying that you should go out there and do a sticker rampage, but I just found a sticker roll provider, so I've got 2-inch by 2-inch Trump tariffs did that stickers, just added to the store. They come in rolls of 50, 100, and 200. I've got them priced as low as I could without making it so that I take the L. Earlier I mentioned ICE raids. Over the past couple of days, we've confirmed that multiple cities have seen ICE raids, ICE being an acronym for Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is a branch of the Department of Homeland Security. Now, they're not going after white people, and apparently they're racially profiling people who look a certain way. We all know what that means. To underscore the point of why this is dangerous, for those of you who, like me, have some white privilege, let me explain. In Newark, New Jersey, yes, I said New Jersey, about a dozen ICE agents entered the Ocean Foods Depot restaurant, which is owned by a gentleman named Luis Janota. 3 people were detained after receiving an anonymous complaint. Now, before I go any further, are y'all familiar with a tactic called swatting, where you call the cops and say there's some violent shit happening at someone's house? I'm absolutely saying you should not make anonymous complaints to verifiable MAGA businesses that only employ white people. So ICE shows up and detains 3 people, and these agents were looking for a license or a passport. Like, who the fuck carries around a passport at work? Fucking nobody. Anyway, one of the people detained was a man from Puerto Rico, you know, a place that has lots of Hispanic-looking people, but those people are all U.S. citizens. The place where Trump threw some paper towels after a hurricane, that Puerto Rico, yeah, it's part of the U.S., and Puerto Ricanos are proud Americans. One of the other people who was detained is a U.S. military veteran, and evidently this guy showed them either some military ID or more likely his veteran ID card, maybe a DD-214. Apparently that wasn't good enough. You fucking heard me correctly, America. Having veteran ID or your DD-214 or whatever this guy had isn't good enough to avoid being detained by La Migra. So our community, which, by the way, veterans are DEI hires, especially if you're disabled or over the age of 40, for all you MAGA clowns out there crowing about the death of DEI. So anyway, our community is under threat from the U.S. government. If these ICE agents don't present you with a warrant, then fuck them. You don't comply. Don't obey in advance. And don't just fucking type it as a slogan on the internet like some lazy-ass Facebook slacktivist. As veterans, we all understood that at some point we might be sent to war and we might be killed in action. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. So, my fellow veterans, we need to be the proverbial tip of the spear. And for everyone else who's not a veteran, our tribe is strong. We are stronger together. We need everybody in the proverbial fight because these motherfuckers trying to set Trump up for a 3rd term, nah, we can't let that happen. It's time to shit or get off the pot, fam. They're fucking with brown-skinned Americans. They're fucking with your gay and trans friends and family. And eventually, they're coming for you too. So, like the original chopped up snake from Benjamin Franklin's cartoon from 1756 says, join or die. I don't know what form that proverbial death will take, but they're already trying to criminalize dissent and get rid of basic civil liberties and overrule the U.S. Constitution that they claim to love. Join or die, fam. You want to keep a republic? Join or die. You want 8 or 12 years of Trump instead of 4? Join or die, fam. Don't let these wealth-hoarding fascists backed by obscenely wealthy tech oligarchs destroy this nation. Dewejo, I'm on your left. One team, one fight. Get involved in the struggle to take your country back or shut the fuck up and let it happen. If that upsets you, admin10316 says get fucked and die mad about it. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry. Obligatory disclaimers. The resistance starts with us. Across the country, there are local Sons of Liberty chapters by region. Don't ask me in my comment sections if we have a chapter in such and such state or such and such region. Get on our Discord server. because rule number 1 of Sons of Liberty Fight Club is that we don't talk about Sons of Liberty Fight Club. I have this whole ass video on a subject called OPSEC, or Operation Security, and it talks about minimizing your online presence so that you're not giving away so much personal information, like those family minivans that tell me how many kids you have and where you go to church and what neighborhood you live in and where your kids go to school. And in almost every video that I do, I say the same shit over and over at the end for the benefit of the people just coming in. And I promote the shit out of the Sons of Liberty Discord server because that way, conservative social media tech broligarchs like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk can't deplatform us. They can't touch us on Discord, and they can't mute or censor our content. On our Discord, however, the staff does moderate our content. For example, we don't allow Fed posting and deranged, fringe, lunatic conspiracy gibberish or violent graphic content because if it's against Discord's terms of service, we're just not going to let somebody tear apart or jeopardize the community that you all have built on our Discord server. Discord is not just a chat platform or a platform for gamers. And whilst we do have off-topic channels and a section for gamers, we also have region sections with helpful resources for those regions. In those spaces, you can organize with local fam of liberty. You can learn about practical things such as self-defense courses, firearms instructors who are local to you and who are left-leaning. You can learn about home defense and security. You can participate in firearms discussions with subject matter experts. You can learn about growing your own food in victory gardens, canning and jarring and preserving that food. You can figure out your shit hits the fan contingency plans, build first aid kits, bug out bags, link up with other Fam of Liberty members who can assist you with, say, moving you to safety if you need to be safe. There's a channel for veterans called the DD-214 Blanket Fort of Freedom. We have off-topic stuff for you to talk about your cosplay, your fan fiction, post links to music and books. There are channels for just general bullshitting around, and you can also get updates from our social media, which can make our Discord ping heavy, thanks to the webhooks that we use to integrate our various social media notifications. But you can disable those in the channel that's appropriately named Ping Roll. I would like to again note that until this coming Monday, all of our meta assets, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, those are all down. Again, they're down until Monday. If you're having trouble with Discord, I have a whole ass YouTube tutorial about the Sons of Liberty Discord, so that if you need assistance, start with that video. The invite link to our Discord server is in the Throatpunch at the end of this video and all of our other videos. That invite link is also in the YouTube video description and in the YouTube channel description. If you like the shirts or the hoodie that I wear in my videos, some of them, but not all of them, are available in the Sons of Liberty merch store if Etsy doesn't take me down for content violations. The merch store is listed in the link tree in our YouTube channel description and in the video description. New merch goes up all the time, such as the stickers I just did today, the Sons of Liberty themed bottle tech mugs that are coming up later today, hopefully, or the 30-odd shirt variants and designs over the past 30 days, such as our Oregon Trail Die Mad About It shirt, MAGA Lube and Satan Be Gone shirts from Brother Billy Ray, our hashtag Not Sorry shirts and Enemy Within shirts, some Big Sarge meme shirts, some Resistance shirts, and whilst they're not on Etsy, I do have the ability to still print those Deny, Defend, Oppose, and Make Billionaires Afraid Again shirts. I talk about shirts and merch so that you know that it's there if you want it. If you like our video content, we have a whole social media presence across like 11 different platforms. Again, Meta is currently deactivated, so it's more like 8 right now. We'd appreciate it if you would follow us on all of our other socials, whichever ones that you've got. The various socials that we have are listed in the Throatpunch at the end of our videos and in the link tree, which can be found on the channel description. On YouTube and TikTok, we'd also appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, and get notifications on our channel. It's a little bit of a different process on TikTok, but if you're still on TikTok, then you already know that. Our TikTok channel is shadow banned, but I'd still appreciate it if you'd head over to TikTok, if you still have it, and upvote and comment on our TikTok videos. You can help us extend our reach by sharing our video content on all of your socials. You go find the relevant Sons of Liberty account on that platform and share the content there because our videos are probably already posted there. You can help us beat the algorithm by leaving us at least 7 words in the comment sections. Posting at least 7 words in our comments section on social media is the magic number for the algorithm to decide that your engagement on our content is more meaningful and thought-provoking than if you just posted like some emojis or LOL in the content. So bear in mind that that algorithm works on other platforms in places where you support your favorite content creators. 2 claps and a Rick. 1 team, 1 fight, join or die. Woo!
And now it's time for the Throatpunch!